Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and this video is just a quick news one because we got confirmation on our next letter from the producer live. Letter number 65 will be taking place on July 9th at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Now, it's rare that we get late evening North America time live letters, except during special events, because this letter from the producer live is taking place during the special 14-hour broadcast. They've had to do massive delays with this because of everything going on in the last year, and they're finally getting around to it. However, like past events, the audio is Japanese only. The live letter itself, there will be unofficial translations through the usual sources, but if you want to actually enjoy any of the content from the other panels that will be taking place, you'll have to catch translations on those same channels or from Reddit or things like that. The slides will also be in English, as they always are, for the letters from the producer. Now, what the contents of this will be is surprisingly a patch 6.0 digest. Now, very specifically, a digest makes me think there won't be too much in the way of actual 6.0 news here. A digest is normally just covering things that we already know, but Yoshi P likes to throw in bonus details, so while I don't expect this to be that eventful of a live letter, I do expect that there are going to be a few tidbits thrown in with the digest. Something you will not be seeing is job changes. Do not expect anything job change related until October, after the media tour and much closer to launch, when they have something closer to finished abilities and animations and so on and so forth. Now, there will also be special guests, and it would be two of our guest developers from the Nier Raid series. Interesting to have them on, but looking back, I suppose if we're going to do a 6.0 digest, we might as well go back and do a Nier digest. Now, part of me is also secretly expecting more Nier quests to be announced because of this. And I don't know. I haven't even done the most recent ones. I don't know if I can take that again. But the good news is that I'm already caught up, other than the very most recent quest, which I still need to make a video on. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, it is Yosuke Saito and Yoko Taro will both be the special guests. And it looks like there will be a Q&A section for them as well. So if you have any questions about the development of the Nier series, or the Nier raids, I should say in particular, they'll probably be answering questions along those lines. And also miscellaneous updates. So I do suspect that will have a little bit more information on data center travel. In fact, I suspect probably the 6.0 digest will have a little bit more information on data center travel, because around the time this airs, July 9th, we're getting kind of close to the time where it's going to be implemented in 5.58. Probably not for several weeks, if not close to a month after this actually takes place, but I don't suspect another live letter before it, so I think this is the proper place for them to answer any questions, go over the restrictions, or anything along those lines. Miscellaneous updates likely to also reconfirm several things we already know, a lot of the merchandise stuff we saw from FanFest, as well as the confirmation of several returning events, both seasonal as well as the Final Fantasy 15 one, which will be in September. So again, don't expect this to be a live letter chock full of information, but we'll be covering it as we always do. Now, with that, there isn't really too much else to talk about Final Fantasy 14 wise. However, I do have some exciting stuff coming down the line for Final Fantasy 14 on the channel. We've taken a bit of a sidetrack to cover things like 7 Remake and Origin, and I will be doing several new videos on those and keeping up with the news on those as well. But this, right now, is the next thing that I'm looking forward to. So with that, let me know what you're expecting out of this letter from the producer live. Be sure to put that in the comment section of the video below. Like, favorite, share, you know, all the usual, hey, I'm doing YouTube, so please do these things for me, asks that I could have at the end of a video. With that, I've got one more news video to get to, so let me go do that. I'll see you all in that video, and until then, take care.